Welcome to Roots to Sprouts new series called Meet and Greet with Fellow Gardener. In this series, we are planning to interview our fellow gardeners to share their experiences. In today's busy and hectic life, it is important to do something what you like and feel proud. And gardening is one such thing. I'm telling you now, grow your first vegetable and see how proud you are. And gardening always comes with passion, energy, and dedication. The main intention of these interviews is to get inspired and inspire others. Always there is a room for a garden, no matter how big or small the space is. At some point in time, at least 50 to 70% we should be self-sufficient and we can bring it from the garden to the kitchen. We all need self-motivation and some recognition for doing gardening in between our busy schedule. And that's the main intention of these interviews, to encourage and motivate and appreciate your hard work and effort. I hope we will make justice to this series. Without any delay, let's see who is our guest today with a brief introduction. The place you live can describe your personality, passion, and your interest. We all know that we cannot judge a book by its cover. But by looking at someone's front yard, we can say how much they love and care their plants. And this is one such place which blows my mind. And I am very excited to do this interview and give you a garden tour. He is one of the most passionate person I know. Being passionate isn't just about knowing, it's all about feeling. He is an inspiration for many people to start garden and to be self-sufficient. His knowledge and service and experience helped several people in our community. He is also passionate about photography. A supportive relationship enables you to achieve more than you ever could on your own, and this is true in his life. We knew each other for last 10 years, and not just as friends, also as an extended family. As I said, we are very excited to interview Ari and Sandra in this episode. Hello Anna, thank you so much for your time and doing this interview.
You're welcome, Tara. Congratulations and best wishes. You and Saraswati on the initiative.
Thanks, Anna. You don't have to go to Hawaii to enjoy the beauty and fragrance of plumeria flowers, or to India to see the jasmine farm. Believe me, this is Texas, where you can get sunburn and frostbite in the same week. And we are in the jasmine farm. Yes, you heard me right. The entire front yard has been occupied with jasmine plants. These are normally 2 feet tall with lot of flowers, but now they are pruned and it kept under maintenance. So Anna, tell us the story behind this jasmine front yard.
The front yard is completely filled up, right? Jasmine Sambak, which is the also called as Madurai Malli, right? Like it's a speciality of Madurai.
Correct.
So, as you know, generally people love jasmine because of the fragrance. And we started with a few plants, and then we started filling it up, the entire flower bed. Some of them even spread on its own. May to June, July, like you will see the entire flower bed filled up with jasmine buds.
Correct. But a lot of people had a question that whether jasmine plant can survive in the ground or doing something special or not.
There is nothing special, right? Like the one thing you need to understand is jasmine Sambak is root hardy.
Okay.
What I mean by that is the plant will die during the peak winter, right? Like if there is a frost, the plant, the top part of the plant will completely die, but the roots are well-established plant will survive winter, right? And then during the spring, when the temperature warms up, you will see the plant sprouting from the root.
As we enter into the backyard, we had a warm welcome from the banana trees. I don't think I can make this interview in 15 or 20 minutes, so I'm going to make this in 2 parts, and I can tell you it's going to be worth watching both the parts for the audience. There is a lot of information Hari is going to share with us. The name Green Garden goes perfect to this place because it's like entering into like a tropical forest. You turn anywhere, you will see trellis, fruits, veggies, greens everywhere. As I walk, I saw a lot of unique and tropical plants grown in the garden. place like Dallas, it's not easy to grow tropical plants throughout the year. So you have to maintain these plants for a particular season, and then before the weather change or the temperature drops, you have to move them back into the garage or in some place where it is warm. And now, what are the perennial plants that comes every year in the garden, and which are the ones that you plant and you grow every year?
So any tropical plant, right, like which we have in the pot, right, like for example, my jasmine, mullai, or the evergreen, we move them inside, right? Like the drumsticks, we move them indoors.
Correct.
All my special, my amla plants, my guava. These are just to name a few. I'm giving you, right? Like all these things have to be moved indoors.
Okay.
So along with my jasmine in my flower bed, we also have some of them in the pot. Okay. So that we can get some early flowering happening on those potted plants. So these are perennials which will survive winter indoors, right? And then they will continue. So I also manage some chili plants, right? Like chili plants are multi-year plants, and they can survive winter indoors, and then they will resume normally during the summertime.
Let's take a look at some of the tropical plants.
It's a naval param, right? Like in Tamil, it's a very popular fruit which is sold only in the street vendors.
Correct.
Right? Like so you can see those things, and in English it's called as jamun fruit.
This is amla plant, one of the variety which is called Aranellikai, Indian amla, which is really good for health. The one behind amla, it's a guava plant. All these plants are in container and will be moved to garage in winter. And this is the 10 feet tall curry plant. How many different varieties of jasmine you have, Anna?
Tara, to start with, Sambak, the next variety is mullai, right? Like mullai or juhi or mullai. Then we have an evergreen jasmine. Plant will be always green throughout the year. Flower every day. Coral jasmine, or it's called pavaramalli in Tamil. Right, it's mostly found in temples back in India. Then we have the night jasmine. This one flowers only during the night, right? Like its life cycle is very short. Belay of India. It's also called as Iruvachi in Tamil. And then we have Grand Duke, right? Like this is also called as Gundumalli. Something called as Grand Duke Supreme.
Okay.
Right. That will look like a rose, but it will be like a rose bud.
இப்போ கரும்பு வந்து நீங்க வச்சிருக்கீங்கல்ல, நெக்ஸ்ட் இயர் எப்போ உங்களுக்கு?
ஆக்சுவலாக இப்போ இந்த வருஷம் நான் வந்து அதை சரியாக பராமரிக்கல. அதுக்கு இன்னும் ஒரு ஃபீடுமே போடல. இந்த வருது பாருங்க. இந்த வருஷம் ஓகேயா?
நல்லா பெரிய கரும்பு இது.
இப்போ தரையில் வச்சிங்கன்னா வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 10 அடி போகும்.
ஓகே.
ஆனால் உங்களுக்கு இப்போ தான் நம்ம வச்சோம் அப்படின்னா எவ்வளோ நாள் ஆகும்?
இது 1 இயர் க்ராப்.
1 year. Okay. And this is one of the dream plant that every Indian gardener wants to grow in their garden. Let's hear from Ariana what he says about Murungai plant.
வீட்டில் வந்து அவ்வளோ பூ இருக்கும். இன்ஃபேக்ட் வந்து இதுலேயே பூக்க ஆரம்பிச்சு. உள்ளே பூத்து வெளில வரும்போது பூ போட்டோம் பார்த்துருக்கேன்.
ஆமாம், அப்படிதான் ஆகுது. அவ்வளோ பூ இருந்தது. ஆனால் இப்போ
ஆக்சுவலாக வந்து ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணேன் நான். சாண்ட்ரா வந்து நிறைய பிஞ்சு இருக்கு வெட்டாது அப்படின்னா 3 மாதம் உள்ளே இருந்து அந்தளவுக்கு பெருசாகாது, மெலிசாக தான் இருக்கும். அதனால என்ன பண்ணோன்னா இந்த சைஸ்க்கு வெட்டிடுவேன். இப்போ வெட்டியே வந்து எனக்கு வந்து இவ்வளோ உயரம் போகுது. அதில் என்ன ப்ராப்ளம்னா வந்து இவ்வளோ.
இது எத்தனை வருஷத்து மரம்?
இது ஒரு 4 இயர்ஸ் இருக்கும்.
4 இயர்ஸா?
இப்போ மண் எப்படி சேஞ்ச் பண்ணுவீங்க? இதுக்கு டாப் அப் பண்ணுவீங்க அது?
ஆக்சுவலி இதோட இது வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து க்ரோ வித் டேப் ரூட் போயிடும் எப்படியும் ஃபர்டிலைசர். அதனால் என்ன ஆகும்னா வந்து இது வந்து ரூட் வந்து ஃபைப்ரஸ் ரூட்லாம் இருக்கும். நீங்கள் அதை போயிட்டு அந்த
தள்ளி பார்த்தா
இலையை தள்ளினீங்கன்னா மேலேயே ரூட் இருக்கும். இது வந்து 2 year old plant. பக்கத்தில் இருக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா
இதுவா? ஓ ஓகே.
அது வந்து வெறும் கீரைக்காக கீரையிலே ஹார்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணோம்னா பூ வராது.
ஓகே.
அதனால்
ஸோ செடி வெரைட்டின்றது வந்து பாட்டில் வச்சு இது மாதிரி பண்ணலாமா?
2 year தான் இருக்குது.
ஓ ஓகே.
அதுக்கு மேலே
பட் இதுவும் வந்து பூ பூத்து முருங்கை காய்க்குமா அதுவும்?
இது பூத்து நல்லா பூத்துட்டு இருந்தது. இது வரைக்கும் பாருங்கள் வருஷம்
ஓ
பூத்து வருது. அந்த இதில் வரும்.
In your wish list, I'm sure you will have a neem plant as well. And look at this particular plant, how healthy and how big it is. Like banana plant, nearly all parts of neem tree are useful, and most of the parts are used in medicinal and cosmetic needs.
பாண்ட் வந்து வாட்டர் லில்லி, 2 colors, ரெட் அண்ட் ஒயிட்.
ஓகே.
அது ஒரு 2 ஒயிட் அண்ட் 2 ரெட் இது இருக்குது. 5 fish அண்ட் 2
கோய் இருக்கா அதில்? அது அங்கே தெரியுது இல்லை?
They need more oxygen.
And I really wanted to know, do you ever buy any vegetables in the stores?
Once the season starts, right, Tara, right, like we don't go to the grocery store for buying vegetables, right?
Okay.
Other than onions, right?
Okay.
Like so until November, mid-November, when the first frost happens.
Okay.
And all the plants are getting killed, we don't go for shopping for specifically for vegetable.
Okay.
Right?
But,
Because
but
this is-
jokes apart, it looks like almost you are 95% or even more than that. You are like fully self-sufficient during that particular season, right?
That is correct. It's not only self-sufficient, and we also distribute
Exactly.
to friends, neighbors, and whoever is asking for, we also give them.
Okay, Anna. So, do you plant these lotus plants directly in the pond, or how do you keep it inside the pond?
நீங்கள் பேஸ்லி பாட் இருக்குல்ல? ஓகே.
So, keeping it in a pot, it's easy to maintenance, right? Okay, got it. In the exotic plant list, this is definitely one. This is the cypress vine, which we call in Tamil as Mail Manikam. It produces a beautiful flower in dark pink and reddish color. The combination between the green leaf and the red color looks very pleasant in your garden. And this is Brahma Kamalam, which is a very rare, legendary and mythological plant of India.
இது வந்து மஸ்கிட்டோஸ்க்காக வருது.
மில்க் வீடு இது.
ஆக்சுவலாக மஸ்கிட்டோ அண்ட் மாத்து. அது உள்ளே போய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எவ்வளோ இருக்குன்னு பாருங்க.
ஆமாம், அது கீழே இருக்கு சார் நிறைய டப்பா.
எடுத்து காமிக்கலாம். ரியலி
காமிங்க என்னது?
இது பாருங்க.
ஓ ஓகே. அது ட்ராப் ஆகி உள்ளே விழுந்துருமா?
ஆமாம்.
உள்ளே வந்து இட் வில் டீஹைட்ரேட் அண்ட் டை. இது வந்து ஒரு கிளிப் வந்து ரிவில் எக்ஸஸ். லெட் மீ கெட் இட்.
ஓ, இங்கே இருக்குது.
இதை வச்சுட்டு ஜஸ்ட் லாக் இட். ஸோ இது சிங்கிள் ஹேண்டடாக நீங்கள் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ரைட், யூ டோன்ட் ஹேவ் டு இது அதை போட்டுட்டு அதை இது பண்ணிங்கன்னா வந்து உங்களுக்கு அந்த செடியும் வந்து இது பண்ணணும். ப்ளஸ் யூ டூ இட் வெரி ஃபாஸ்ட்.
கரெக்ட்.
லைக் ஸோ இது
And it won't hurt the plants also,
yeah,
இல்லையா?
because it's not even இது
Tight.
இந்த இது லூஸாக இருக்கும்.
லூஸாக
நீங்கள்
இருக்கும். It gives a support.
இது பண்ணிக்கலாம். இது வேணும்னா யூ கேன் இது இந்த மாதிரி முடிச்சு போடும்போது டைட்டாக நிற்கும். இது பண்ணிவிட்டு நீங்கள் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணணும். இப்போ அந்த
Tooduvalai is a leafy plant and it has rich medicinal properties. It is being used in Ayurveda and Siddha way of healing. It can be cooked in the way of chutney, curry and rasam. It has a lot of health benefits. Vallarai is another medicinal herb and it mainly helps to improve the memory power. Betel leaves are most commonly used in prayers and religious ceremonies, and also it is consumed in the way of pan. This is peppercorn. Depending on when it is harvested, it can produce black, green or white peppercorns. In rare collection, it is called Nilavembu in Tamil, and it improves the immune system in the body. Especially during the COVID time, a lot of people started consuming this leaf in the form of decoction. It has been widely used in Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, in all the traditional treatments. That's why I say this place is so unique with all these kind of medicinal plants that's really good for the health. And this plant, what you see, this is a very, very rare one, and it brings a lot of childhood memory to me. It's called Avarampu. It helps to cure diabetes, and I haven't seen this plant in a long time, and very happy to see something like this in the garden. Thanks, Anna. This is groundnut, in Tamil Nilakadalai. It's almost ready to replant in the ground. It has flowers. And the next one what you're seeing is butterfly pea. In Tamil it's called Sangupu. So this is another herbal plant. It's really good for your health and keeps you fresh and energetic. And the list goes on in the garden. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm tired now, so I need to take a break. So this interview is going to be continued in part 2. In part 2, we are going to discuss. Anna, tell us the fertilizers that you use in the garden and what are the fertilizers you make at home. Anna, are there any plans to move from WhatsApp to a different platform? Also tell us what you suggest for the beginners, how and what to start. And several other questions will be discussed more in detail with Ari and Sandra. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you all in the next video.